Hello, I am Grama Jean, and I'm very grateful to have the gift and talent to help people smile. The good Lord gave that for me. And now I'm going to read to you my version of this story. You may think you've heard it before. Well, you haven't heard my version. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, because that mousetrap finally worked. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care. Well, you should have seen how many nails it took to get 'em there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Papa in his kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. Oh, when out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my... No, I did not. I kicked Papa out of bed and told him to go see what's the matter. Well, away to the window he went. Well, he didn't. He stumbled. There was no way he went in a flash. He tore open the shutters and he threw up the sash. Oh. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. Well, I mean, in other words, if George had just looked, he would have seen that there was something out there. But no, not George. He just stumbled back to bed and mumbled, "There's nothing out there, nothing the matter." Oh, well, I went to the window, and what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer with a little old driver. So lively and quick. Oh, you're kidding. It can't be. It must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they flew, when he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder, on Blixen, now dash away, all, and oh please, turn upward, don't hit my wall. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle like my wall, they mount to the sky. So up to the housetop they finally flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. Well, they almost lost him. And then in a twinkling, whatever that is, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Oh dear. As I drew in my head and was turning around, now I want you to notice how quickly I got from my room upstairs, downstairs. Yeah, it must have been in a twinkling. Well, now down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. Now, if I've told George once, I've told George 1,000 times, keep that chimney clean. Oh, how embarrassing. Ah, there was a bundle of toys flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. And believe me, I've seen enough of those. I know what that looks like. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, from my rose garden, of course. His nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. Well, the new fallen kind, not the trampled on, that other white. Yeah, it's a white, not yellow. The stump of his pipe he felt tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath? No, it was more like smog. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly? No, it's more like jello. It rippled, you know. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. Whoops, I almost got caught. Then, with a wink of his eye and a nod of his head, soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He does like an audience, you know. He spoke not a word. He went straight to his work and filled all the stockings carefully, then turned with a jerk. Well, actually, he tripped over the footstool. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. Now, that's a clever little signal to those reindeer to pull that rope and get him back up. Don't. Yes, that's true. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. Oh, no, not so loud. You'll wake the children. Well, away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. And I heard him exclaim, ere he rode out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And thank you for listening to Grandma Jean.